Hello and welcome to the Kansas Association of Collegiate Registrars and Admissions Officers College Fair. We're so excited to have you participating in this event. We have some fantastic schools here with us today. Each will have 6 minutes to share more about their institution, but will be around for the entire session to answer questions. My name is Jenny and I will be your facilitator. Before we get started, I have a few housekeeping items. Your camera and microphone are off, so panelists cannot see or hear you. However, you can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. This is just one of many different sessions happening, so be sure to check out the schedule on the website. This presentation is being recorded and will be available at strivescan.com/Kansas. That's strivescan.com/Kansas. And now I'd like to turn it over to our first presenter, Johnson County Community College.
Hello, everyone. Let me just share my screen. And the little gray bar is in the way, so let me move it. So hello, everyone. My name is Rhiannon Minster. I'm a recruiter for Johnson County Community College, so I help students decide if JCCC is the right school for them. It was the right school for me. I went to JCCC and got my associates. Both of my brothers did, and my sister took classes while still in high school. So I've been around for 8 years. Hopefully this will be helpful. JCCC is located in Overland Park, Kansas. We are 24 buildings on 240 acres. Some brand new buildings that we have are our Fine Art and Design Studio building, featured in the top right, our Career and Technical Education Center. Our welding building was also fully renovated. Our student center was fully renovated. That all happened in 2019. And then beginning this year, we are fully renovating our science building. So a lot is always going on at JCCC's campus. And then just a few fun extra things about JCCC. We are a fine arts institution. We have a beautiful museum on campus. We're a performing arts institution. We have 4 theaters. We have a great music and theater program. And then we also have a culinary program. So this is a picture of our chef apprentices. And then we also have a really great pastry baking program. This is some, but not all of what you could study at JCCC. We are now up to 100 degrees and certificates. Some of those are in the health fields, so like nursing, emergency medical, dental hygiene. Some of that is in industrial technology, like HVAC, plumbing, welding. There are a lot of extra artsy programs like interior design and fashion design, or for any student who wants a traditional academic major to transfer on to a bachelor's degree later, you could always do your 2 years at JCCC and then transfer on to a 4-year school. That is what everyone in my family did. You would get your general education requirements out of the way, and then some of the freshman and sophomore level coursework for your major, and then continue at the 4-year school later for your junior and senior year. There are no dorms at JCCC, but even without dorms, you can still get a real traditional college experience. We have athletics, including baseball, softball, volleyball, soccer. Basketball is doing really, really well this year. We're very proud of them. We have our dance team. They're called the Golden Girls, but Golden Guys have also existed. And then we have over 80 clubs and student organizations. So again, you can get the traditional college experience at community college. And then how much you pay on tuition does depend on your residency status. So for Johnson County, Kansas residents, that's $94 a credit hour. Kansas, but not Johnson County, is $112. Metro is for Missouri residents, and then non-residents for everyone else. So then this sidebar just gives a breakdown of how much you would pay per semester based on your residency rate. And then for financial aid, this slide is actually incorrect because we don't have more than 300. We have more than 350 scholarships available this coming academic year. And that doesn't mean 350 people get scholarships. That's how many are named. April 1st is our priority deadline every year. Those scholarships can range from $100 to $2,000. And I know everyone always wants big, fancy scholarships, but every scholarship matters. For my sophomore year, I didn't have a full ride from a big scholarship. I had 4 little scholarships, and that equaled a full ride for me. Our FAFSA deadline is March 15th every year. And then for students in Johnson County, we offer College Now classes. Those are classes that students can take at their high school through us. There's a grant to help students pay for that. We are Excel and CTE eligible. We're Kansas Promise eligible for those chosen programs. On-campus jobs are a great way to get, again, that more traditional college experience, but also we have ambassador positions. They work about 20 hours a week. And for those positions, students' rates are changed to in county. So if you're not a Johnson County resident, you can still be charged in county if you get a job like that on campus. And then those students also receive a free 3 credit hour class every semester. So I always like to talk about that. I also always talk about study abroad because so many students are interested and they think that they don't have the time or they don't have the money. It is really great that community colleges are now offering study abroad. We have a really robust study abroad program. This year, we are going to Iceland. And then next year, 7 are planned, including Spain, the Netherlands, Japan, Costa Rica, Belize, Martinique, and Germany. And it's not just the traditional academic majors. The Netherlands is a welding trip. So if study abroad is something that interests you, regardless of what school you end up attending, please don't rule it out until you have really looked into it and seen if it is something that is feasible for you. And that is all I have. So if you would like to contact me and learn more about JCCC, again, my name is Rhiannon. My email and phone number are both on the screen. And then if you want to learn about how to become a Cavalier at JCCC, you can go to jccc.edu/admissions. So thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day learning from all of our other wonderful colleges.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And it's a great reminder to any of our participants, if you have a question for our schools here during their presentations, please feel free to use that Q&A function on your screen. Up next, we have Cleveland University, Kansas City.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Caroline Beckett. I'm an admissions advisor here at Cleveland University, Kansas City. We are a chiropractic and health science university located out in Overland Park, Kansas. We're actually just down the street a little ways from Johnson County Community College. So everything on our university campus is related to healthcare. So if students have any interest in getting into the healthcare field, we are going to be a good fit. We have a range of different degrees at Cleveland, stretching from associate's degrees to bachelor's to master's and then doctorate programs. Since we have such a niche set of programs at Cleveland University, I'm going to spend some time today just going over the different degrees that we do offer. We are a private university. We are actually celebrating our 100th anniversary this year. The school was founded back in 1922. So the first degree I'm going to talk to you guys about today is going to be the Bachelor's of Science in Human Biology degree. This is a pre-med program that can be used as a stepping stone to get into any of the following professions that you see up on the screen today. We do have the option for students to do it concurrently with our Doctor of Chiropractic program, meaning that a high school student could come to Cleveland, start in the bachelor's program, and then graduate with their Doctor of Chiropractic and their bachelor's degree in 6 years' time. Something that makes Cleveland a little bit more unique compared to some other schools is the way that our academic calendar works. We are on a trimester schedule, so our degrees are actually accelerated. This bachelor's degree can be completed in 3 years as opposed to 4. So it is a really great option for students who are planning to go to graduate school eventually, because this can save them a year of time in the long run. The next program I'm going to talk about is one of our associate degree programs. It's going to be the Associate of Applied Science in Radiologic Technology. So this program trains students to take X-ray images in a hospital, but can lead to a career in imaging where they can go on to do MRI, CT, ultrasound. Some rad techs can even grow into nuclear medicine or radiation therapy positions. With it being an associate degree and with our classes being accelerated, most students complete this degree in less than 2 years. More and more, we're seeing high school students come in with some dual credit. And with that, the program, the Rad Tech program itself is actually only 16 months long once the prerequisites are completed. So far, our students have a 97% pass rate on the ARRT certification exam that's required upon graduation, and 100% of them are employed. Similarly to the radiologic technology program, we offer an occupational therapy assistant program that's also an associate of applied science degree. It is structured the same way as the Rad Tech program, where students complete their 24 hours of general education courses up front and then go into a 16-month-long OTA core program. Both the OTA and the Rad Tech program have a huge hands-on component to them. You're doing your clinical rotations throughout the last 2 semesters of the program. And for the OTA program, they actually start in just the 2nd semester. So there's a lot of field work opportunities within those degrees. The last program I'm going to go over today is the Doctor of Chiropractic program. This is definitely the program we're most well known for here in the area. It is our most popular program to date. So that's the Doctor of Chiropractic degree. So chiropractic means done by hand. It is a holistic approach to healthcare, meaning that it's non-invasive. There's no medication prescribed. It's all about a hands-on approach. And doctors of chiropractic focus on the musculoskeletal and nervous system and how that affects your overall health. The Doctor of Chiropractic program at Cleveland requires a student to have at least 90 college credit hours before they can get admitted. We typically see students major in things like biology, chemistry, or exercise science before entering the program, but they can obviously do our human biology degree as well. We also see kinesiology, even business majors come into chiropractic. Most chiropractors end up opening up their own practice. So if you have an entrepreneurial spirit and are still interested in healthcare, chiropractic can be a great fit. We do have a clinic on our campus where the chiropractic students will actually treat patients while they are in the program. We can also, since we are on that trimester schedule, we have kind of a rolling admissions process. We have start dates every 8 weeks. So we just recommend that students apply at least 3 to 6 months in advance of when they are looking to start. But the best way to apply and get into the school is just to get connected with an advisor like myself so that I can assist them with that process. We also have shadowing opportunities available for students if they are a little unsure of maybe what they want to do. We've got chiropractic alumni all over the area, so we can always set them up to shadow a chiropractor if they are interested in learning more. I'm going to go ahead and share all of this contact information in the chat box as well, but leave it up on the screen. If students do want to shadow, all they need to do is reach out to me via that phone number or my email, and I can assist them with that. So thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And a reminder to use that Q&A function if you have questions for any of our schools here during their presentations. Up next, we have Colby Community College.
Hey everybody, so my name is Erica. I am the coordinator of marketing and recruitment here at Colby Community College. So I do just a little bit of everything, but my main thing is trying to get you guys information. So I am from Colby Community College. That is up in Colby, Kansas, right up here in the northwest corner. There is not a whole lot out in our area. We're a town of about 5,000 people strong, but we do have a good staple run of like fast food restaurants, shopping centers, and those types of things. So even though you are in a small town, it is still booming with excitement, and everybody here is just super duper nice. I've lived here my whole life, went away to Pittsburgh, Kansas for college, and then came back. So if that is any constellation, it is basically a home away from home, and everybody here looks out for everybody. So that is where we are located. Tuition rates down here, you can see they are broken down by Thomas County, Kansas. A regional is going to be any of our border states, as well as out of state and international students. We do have a population of them. They come from all over the world, and it's kind of nice to be in a small town, but you still get that nice diversity and flavor to campus. So ours is a per credit hour price. We will never charge you for more than what you're taking. So let's say in 15 credit hours, you're going to multiply your tuition rate by that, and that is the cost of which you will be going to school. We also have dorms on campus that you can live in. You are not required by any means to live in the dorms. We do not require that any of our students, but it is there for you if you so choose, and there are lots and lots and lots of different options available. Scholarships is also a big thing. Everybody loves that little slice of free money. So our scholarship process is actually super duper simple for our institute. So first you want to apply to the school. If you haven't already, it is a free application you can find on our website, colbycc.edu. It takes me 24 to 48 business hours and you can apply at any time. So that's kind of the neat little tidbit there. The next part, you would get login credentials back, and then you can go and fill out one general application, and that's it. We give away over $1 million worth of scholarships to our students every single year. So I say everybody gets a little chunk of the pie, even though we're past priority deadlines for this coming year. We have sports on campus. We have about 12 different sports. Biggest note is we do have rodeo once again. So anybody who's been asking, where is there a rodeo team? We have a brand new team starting this year. We're super duper excited, but we have most of your staples. I do not have football or soccer, but wrestling, basketball, track, volleyball, softball, all of those fun things. And then, of course, programs. There's over 60 programs here at Colby Community College. I say that there is a little bit of everything for everyone. They are broken down into 3 main sections, which is Associate of Science and Arts. If you have either those 2 associate degrees, when you leave here in Colby, 9 times out of 10, you're going to transfer on and do your next set of years at a university level. But the cool part is we've at least gotten your general requirements done, and pretty much everything that every other community college has said thus far, we work exactly the same way. And then, of course, the Associate of Applied Science, so that's going to be like nursing, vet nursing, criminal justice, sustainable renewable energy, any of those programs. Those are a 2-year and done is what we generally speaking say. It doesn't mean you can't go on and do more. It just means generally speaking, that's what happens. So I say it's a great place to get your feet wet before you jump into some of those bigger schools. That way you kind of know where you're at and know where you're going, and you can get that feel for what you want to do for the rest of your life. The other really cool part about CCC is we are big institutions basically of hands-on learning. We love hands-on experience. So we have a 60-acre farm for all of our agricultural programs, as well as sustainable renewable energy. We have a dental clinic on campus for dental hygiene. We have a vet nursing clinic for all of our vet nursing students. So we are big proprietors of getting your hands nice and dirty. Our farm is actually pretty unique in the fact that it does have about 15 horses and 30 head of cattle. We are going into calving season. I've already gotten a few pictures of the baby cows, so that always makes me super duper excited to see. And then, of course, why would you come to Colby Community College? So we have an average class size of right around 17. So all of your professors know exactly who you are. They're ready to help you out, and they're ready to watch you succeed, which is really nice. We also have a whole bunch of clubs and organizations, as well as the authority to make your own clubs and organizations if you so choose. And then, of course, those 6 technical programs, which are going to fall underneath that Associate of Applied Science. We also have a free tutoring center on campus for anybody who needs some extra help or just wants to boost their GPA or anything like that. We also have a trio of support services on campus. They are like your one-stop shop for everything and all of the above, as well as disability services. So IEPs, 504s, you guys are going to benefit greatly from that trio of support services. And then, of course, the biggest one is we don't have class on Fridays. So you go to class Monday through Thursday, and then on Fridays, you are always free to go do whatever you so choose because it is your weekend. The biggest thing is come see me on campus. I think that is one of the best ways to get a feel for if colleges are right for you. So you can actually go schedule your visit online to our website, or you can call us at 785-460-4690, and we will get you in. Summertime is looking pretty nice this year. So come see us maybe over the summer when you've got a chance. And I think that is it. I will turn it over to the next college. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Up next, we have Kansas City, Kansas Community College.
Hi, everybody. My name is Janet. I am one of the recruiters here at Kansas City, Kansas Community College. And today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about our school. So there we go. So about KCKCC. So we are a public institution, and we are in an urban area. We're in Kansas City, Kansas. So if you know where the Legends outlets are, we're pretty close to that. We're also about a 10 to 15 minute drive from Kansas City, Missouri. So because of our location, we really have lots of connections with both the Kansas and the Missouri side for internships and jobs. We are an open door college. So what that means is regardless of your high school GPA, regardless of if you even took the ACT score, we will accept you into our school. And then we are a comprehensive community college. So that just means that we offer both our academic programs like traditional business or psychology, history, associate's degrees, but we also offer our technical degrees. So welding, HVAC, cosmetology, fire science, we have plenty of you to choose from. So here's some quick facts about our school. So we were founded in 1923. So next year we'll be turning 100 years old. So we're super excited. We're already planning all the fun things that we're going to do with our community members, students, and staff. So we've been in the area for a very, very long time. We have 3 different locations. So right now I'm on our main campus. Less than a 5-minute drive is our tech center. So that tech center is where we house all of our tech programs. And then we have our 3rd campus, which is in Leavenworth County. And that one we host some tech programs in some of our academic programs, a smaller amount, but for those who live out there in Leavenworth County, it's a perfect place for them to go to. We have a 13-to-1 student to faculty ratio. So basically what that means is for every 13 students that we have on campus, we have 1 instructor for them. Our average class size is about 18 students. So you're going to have fairly small class sizes. So you'll be able to really build that relationship with your professor and your peers. And lastly, we are the 2nd most ethnically diverse school in the state of Kansas. So that's something really cool that we like to brag about. We also do have lots of international students from all over the world that come to our school as well. We have over 100 different programs for you to choose from. So we have 71 degrees. So these are going to be your associate's degrees and 29 certificates. And so most of our certificates are for our technical programs. Our programs can range from as short as 4 months, which is our nail tech program, to as long as 3.5 years, which is our nursing program. So here we have our top 5 career programs. But again, we have lots and lots to choose from. And you can find a full list of our programs on our website. That's going to be kckcc.edu, but I'll drop that in the chat below. Tuition wise, so it depends on where you live. If you live in Wyandotte County, you're going to get our most affordable rate, which is $104 per credit hour. But if you live anywhere else in the state of Kansas, you'll be paying $113 per credit hour. All of these tuition rates already have all of our fees included in them. So you have a student fee and a technology fee, but that's already included in this tuition cost here. We also do have our FAFSA school code here. If you ever need help in filling out your FAFSA, whether or not you go to KCKCC or not, we have someone on campus, or you can Zoom in with them and make an appointment to help you fill out that FAFSA. We also do have scholarships on our campus. So our foundation scholarships are scholarships for all of our students. It's one application. 35 scholarships can range anywhere from $500 to $1,800. We do have our honors presidential scholarship, which is specifically for Wyandotte or Leavenworth County students. And then we have our performance awards. So if you're interested in any of those under the performance awards, we can give anywhere from a partial to a full ride scholarship for those. We have lots of student resources here on campus. So regardless of what campus you go to, you can always go to another one. So if you're a tech student, you can come to our main campus. All of our campuses have all of these resources and more, and all of these resources are going to be free for you to use. We also do have new dorms opening up this fall. So they're going to open up August 2022. So if you're interested in living in our dorms, they're going to be brand new. There's going to have an outdoor amphitheater, a hammock area, grills, a basketball court. Inside, it's going to be a 4-person suite, your own bedroom, but then you're going to share the living room and the kitchen and 2 bathrooms in your suite. Every floor has a common, like a lounge area. We're going to have game room. It's going to be very nice. So lots of things to look forward to, and hopefully we can start giving tours of that in the end of July. Then we have different clubs on campus. So we have anything from psychology club to music club to an e-gamers club, lots of different organizations. And then also if you want to create a club, maybe you don't have that sport or that specific club, we always encourage all of our students to create their own clubs. And then we will also pay for you to go to conferences or different tournaments on the school's money. So that'll be very nice. We also do have sports here. We're in the National Junior Collegiate Athletic Association, Division II. So if you're interested, these are the sports that we have. And again, we can offer anything from a full ride to a partial ride for playing in that. We also do have the application process. Our applications are completely free and they are done online. So again, we don't require the ACT or anything like that. For our summer and fall semesters, enrollment opens up this Friday. So if you are interested, there's still time to apply. There is no application deadline for us. And here's my information. So feel free to take a screenshot, take a picture of it. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Thank you.
Thank you. Up next, we have Butler Community College.
Well, hello and welcome to Butler Community College. My name is Monica Zavala and I am an admissions counselor. I am excited to help you find out more about Butler today. We are a public two-year college. Our main campus is in El Dorado, Kansas, just 30 miles outside of Wichita. And we have a campus in Andover also. We are the Grizzlies and our colors are purple and gold. Now let's take a look at the Butler View Book. So why Butler? Because we have 94 years of experience. We have over 7,000 students, but an average class size of 16. You can come to Butler for your freshman and sophomore years of college, then transfer to a university for your junior and senior years. Or you can come to Butler for a technical program, then start working in your career field. Now, our small classes are offered at 7 campus locations. We have hands-on programs, and we have more than 230 online classes. Here at Butler, we are going to make sure we get you ready for the future. Our career services can help you write your resume and search for jobs. Also, we have academic advisors who help guide you for a seamless transfer to a university. Now, students who are involved on campus are more likely to graduate. And at Butler, you will have the opportunity to get involved. We have over 30 clubs and organizations. You can get involved by being part of our proud tradition with Butler Athletics. When you enroll, you get a student ID card and get in free into our athletics and fine art events. Now, do you want to be just minutes away from your classes? Well, we have 380 students living in the residence halls on our El Dorado campus. Here's a student life video so you can picture yourself at Butler. So let's take a look. Okay, well, now that you can picture yourself at Butler, let's take a look at the Butler Advantage. You want to make sure you ask questions in the classroom and get to know your professors. Seek out our support services because we offer free tutoring, student health, and free counseling. The safety of our students is important to us. At El Dorado and Andover, we have campus police officers who are here to keep you safe. Now let's talk about affordable classes because Butler students save thousands of dollars each year when compared to state universities. Now, when you are applying for FAFSA, you're applying for three things: grants, student loans, and work study. We have academic scholarships based on your high school GPA or ACT scores, and many other scholarships too. Students always ask, can you stack your scholarships? Yes. Let me give you an example. If you have a 3.5 high school GPA, then you qualify for a $750 academic scholarship. You can combine that with an activity scholarship of tuition and books. You want to make sure you apply for scholarships online for free.
Thank you
Now,
so
if
much.
you are ready to become a Grizzly, our enrollment process is easy. Just follow the enrollment checklist and let us know if you have any questions. Here's our contact information for our Andover and El Dorado campus. Make sure to visit our website at butlercc.edu to set up a campus visit and just browse our website. Thank you and have a great day.
Thank you. Thank you to all of our presenters here today. Garden City Community College was unable to make it today, but they do encourage you to check out their website and contact one of their admissions counselors if you have more questions about their institution. So now we have some time for some Q&A. So I'll ask all of our institutions here to come back on camera and we will go through a couple questions. Our first question for the evening is, what advice would you give someone going through the college search process? So you can give our participants tonight here some nuggets of wisdom, and we'll go in the same order, starting with Johnson County Community College.
My piece of advice would be to visit every single school you're interested in. You could listen to all of us and think, wow, they all have great stuff, or wow, none of them sound like the right place. But you can tell if something is the wrong place, maybe like, oh, I don't want to go to a school that big, or oh, I want to be closer to home, or whatever. But you cannot know a school is right until you see it in person and visit. It feels completely different.
I completely agree with that. I'm sure all of us on the call do. My other piece of advice is just to let students know that it's also okay if you have no idea what you want to do yet. You don't have to have your career completely mapped out. College is a time to take different classes and different majors and figure out what is the best fit for you. So not knowing is okay too, and just be comfortable with that feeling.
Those are all super great things. So now I'm like grasping at straws, but I think the biggest thing is don't be afraid to be independent, if that makes sense. Like, yeah, all of your friends might be going to a certain area, or everybody you know is going to a certain school, whatever it may be. Actually, college is a lot more fun, I think, if you get out and away from everybody you've spent the last 12 years with. So don't be afraid to branch out on your own, because I guarantee you're going to find somebody at college that is in the same exact boat, does not know a single person, and is going to need that friend just as much. So broaden your horizons and don't be afraid to be independent.
I'm going to echo off everybody's. Everyone has really, really good points. The biggest thing for me when I was looking at colleges is definitely go and visit that school. You may think that, you know, this is the school that I want to go to, and then you get on campus and you can just feel that it's not going to be the right fit for you. So make sure you explore early on. You can even start early as junior year. So definitely go out and explore those campuses.
Well, I agree with everyone here today. They have great information. Another thing I want to point out is make sure you visit our website. Our website is going to give you all the information you need, even before you come to a campus visit, so you get a little familiar with our school. And contact our admissions counselor. We are your #1 resource to helping you through the process and getting you to setting up a campus visit or talking to maybe some of our faculty before you come see us, or just any questions you have, that's what we're here for.
Absolutely. That's all fantastic advice. And one thing I like to add usually is to stay organized, keep a spreadsheet of the different schools you're looking at, maybe what you liked and didn't like, their deadlines, because all these deadlines are different. And so many of them mention great scholarships, and you don't want to miss out on those scholarships. So make sure you're keeping organized in like a Google Sheets or something that you can access. And same thing with an email. Have a nice professional sounding email when you're applying, so that way that all of the mail from the institutions aren't getting lost in spam emails. So that's something that I like to put in, because there's just so much going on and you want to make sure to stay organized as well. So we have time for some more questions. So our next question is, what is one thing you want students to remember about your school? So you get another chance to plug your institution here.
So one thing that I would want students to know about JCCC, and this is probably something you'd want to know about all of us, is that you can learn more about college and utilize college while you are still in high school. We work with the high schools in our area to offer college classes. You can take Excel and CTE classes, which are those waived tuition classes for college, for Kansas residents taking college classes. And those classes are available online and over the summer too. So the main thing is, if you're still in high school, you can wait if that's the right thing for you. But if you want to get ahead, remember that JCCC and probably all of us are here to support you as early as you want to start.
One thing I always want students to remember about Cleveland is we are a very unique school compared to the community colleges, compared to your traditional four-year universities, but we're all about hands-on and getting you into the workforce as quickly as possible. So no matter if you're an associate's, bachelor's, or a doctorate program, you're going to have real hands-on experience in your profession while you're in the program and while you're on campus here.
I think those are both really good points. And yeah, CCC does offer outreach courses as well, and just kind of those unique experiences you get from some schools that are a little more off the beaten path. I think that's the biggest thing, is don't knock out the off the beaten path route. I know community colleges and sometimes some of those specialty schools get a little downtrodden, maybe a little bit of the shade, if you will. But they're really great options. I think that's pretty far spoken across the board, especially CCC. We're really big about building a foundation for you to be successful when you go on. So we focus really heavily on, what is college like? How do I navigate this process? So that way, when you do go on and transfer, if that's what you choose to do, you know exactly what you're doing because you've already been through it with such a small support team here.
It looks like maybe Janet is frozen, so we'll go to Monica next.
Okay. So one thing, let's see, about Butler Community College. So we have faculty and staff who care and that are there to support you, to make sure that you move on to the next level of your college career. Our small classroom settings are designed where you can have that one-on-one with your instructor. So that's one thing that Butler is known for.
Perfect, thank you so much. Well, we'll catch Janet if she can hop back in, but we'll go on to our next question for tonight, and that is, what is one myth that you'd like to debunk on the college admissions process? So something that maybe you've heard in your roles that you'd like to assuade people on.
So my sister is a freshman in Denver. So I heard a lot of the myths last year when she was working on this. And one of the bigger myths that she ran into, she didn't do an associate's at JCCC, but she did take classes while in high school. And one of the myths that she ran into was that, oh, those classes won't transfer. Like all of her friends was like, why did you take that? That's not going to transfer. And it's like, y'all are 17, you don't know. So if you are looking to go to any school and you already have like AP credits or college credits, a myth is they won't accept them. Every school is different. AP especially varies a lot. So wherever it is you want to go, don't think it's not possible. Ask the people at the school you want to go to, will you take my AP score? Will you take my college credit? Because everyone's going to have a different answer. So don't just assume that you know that they will or will not take it.
That's a really good point. This question is kind of tough. I don't feel like I hear a lot of misinformation. I would just say something specific to Cleveland's admissions process. I always have a lot of students calling in thinking that they already need to have an associate's degree or that they need to have college credit before coming here, which is absolutely not true. You can never have taken a single college course in your life and we can get you started.
I think ours, it's one that makes me giggle quite a bit. I think a lot of kids think that most colleges are so big that there's like 20 or 50 people working in admissions. We're a team of 5 here at Colby. And so there's about 3 of us that see your applications and we do process those. We see them. So when you fill out an application, make sure you're capitalizing things. Make sure your address is filled out correctly. Make sure your email. Triple check your application before you just send it in. I know you get excited. I know you get in a hurry, but just make sure everything is spelled correctly, looks correctly, your birth date is entered right, because those can be roadblocks for yourself and you may not even think about it. So definitely make sure that you are crossing your T's and dotting your I's, because a lot of the times it's not 50 of us, it's like a handful of us that are doing these things.
Janet, if you wanted to hop in, we can go back to what's one thing you want students to remember about your school, and then also if there's a myth you'd like to debunk about the college admissions process.
Okay, yeah, sorry, I had technical difficulties. But something I want you guys to remember about my school, so we have about 5,000 students on our campus every year. And so we are a smaller community college. So we are really able to build those relationships with our students, not just in the classroom, but even when someone comes into our office. We want to get to know you by first name. If students ever need help with anything, they can always feel free to stop by any office. And hopefully we've built a great relationship with you to help you with whatever you need. And then the second question, a myth about college, right?
Yeah, about the admissions process that you'd
About the admissions process. Oh goodness. I'm trying to think. Probably again, just echoing off what was just said. Our admissions office, there's only 2 people who process our applications here. And so sometimes that's why it takes longer than the 3 to 4 business days to process an application. But yeah, just make sure you double check everything, because if you forgot a number off your social security card, or if you said, you're an international student and you're really not, that's just going to delay the process of getting you accepted and getting you enrolled to the classes that you really want to do.
I'm not sure if I have heard of any myths about the admissions process, but I will say when it comes to transfer, that is one thing that I want to say as well, that most of our classes will transfer, especially those general education classes. So if you come here for your first 2 years, then you can transfer those and move on to your next 2 years to finish your bachelor's degree or whatever you're going to move on to.
Thank you so much. Thank you everyone for sharing more about your institutions today. And thank you participants for joining us. When you close this window, there will be a link to a very quick 5-question survey. So we'd really appreciate any feedback that you can provide. We encourage you to check back to the schedule and sign up for more sessions that are happening right after this one. You'll be able to find this session's recording as well as all of the other session recordings at strivescan.com/Kansas. Thank you so much. Best of luck on your college search process.